Don't you hate it that when you were a kid, you could pick up on things really fast? Like Owen, my son, he'll pick up on something new and just, he's off to the races. But the older I get, the more challenging it is to learn new things. I recently took a woodworking class, and my instructor, or I like to call him my woodworking Yoda, he taught me that I'm not a woodworker. He taught me that I'm a fabricator, that when you're working with wood, you're merely fabricating a part for whatever project that you're working on. So when you create for a living, you have these brief moments every once in a while where you're literally almost like in a trance. You know, everything else goes away and you're completely focused on whatever that you're doing, and you look up at the clock and 3 hours have passed without even feeling like a minute has passed. And there's this psychologist, his name is Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi, which I'm sure I'm getting that name wrong, but he calls that the flow. So all of us are trying to pursue happiness, and when I feel the happiest is when I'm pursuing those things that put me into that state of flow. For me, it's really hard to quiet my mind. But when you're running a table saw, you have to quiet your mind or you'll cut your fingers off. For me, it's a Zen practice in the art of logic, problem solving, and critical thinking. It's my meditation, it's my prayer, it's my worship. Whoa, that's dramatic. I don't worship woodworking, but the state of mind that it puts me in is a very spiritual thing. Adam Savage from Mythbusters is sort of the ambassador for making. He says the coolest toys don't have to be bought, they can be built. In fact, sometimes the only way they'll ever exist is if you make them yourself. He made this really great speech at a maker fair on the 10 commandments of making. Number 1, make something. Number 2, make something useful. Number 3, start right now. Number 4, find a project. Number 5, ask for help, advice, and feedback. Number 6, share. Number 7, recognize that discouragement and failure is part of the project. Number 8, measure carefully. Number 9, make things for other people. And number 10, use more cooling fluid. So what's that thing that puts you in the flow? Maybe it's woodworking, maybe it's gardening, maybe it's model railroading. I'm not really sure what it is for you, but you gotta find that thing. You gotta find that thing that puts you into that flow. If there's something in life that helps you calm down and helps you drown out the busyness of the world, then you need to probably do that. For me, it's woodworking. For you, it might be something else. Let me know what you're working on or what you're making in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe.